Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are just joining us, please make sure you subscribe, share, like and hit the notification button. In our today's class, we are going to discuss on operators. We know operators in programming are symbols that we use as a building block in any other programming, and Java is inclusive, and we use these operators in order to control the flow of our information by manipulating the variables in these programs. So we have many forms of operators. This includes logical operators, arithmetic operators, unary operators, and the rest. So in this class today, we are going to look at arithmetic operators and how they manipulate or they assist in manipulating our data. So we know in arithmetic operators, this has no different with any other operators that we are having in our general mathematics, and it includes the plus sign, which we use for summing up two or more variables. We have the negative sign, which we use to subtract a variable from other variables, and we have a division, which in programming we use / in order to divide a given variables, and also we have multiplication, which we use asterisk in programming, as well as we have what we call a modular, which is denoted by the percentage sign, and we use this modular in order to return a remainder. Like say for instance, you are dividing 5 by 2, and you know definitely the answer here is going to be a 2.5. Therefore, it will now return the value of 1 to the program, because if it divides this, certainly it will remain with 1. That is to say, you have 4 by this, you have 2, and then you are going to left with 1. So the remainder is what is going to return to the program. That is the function of this percentage sign, which we call modular, please. You should not forget. So these are arithmetic operators that we are having in Java programming language, and we are going to look at how they will be able to operate in our program. So here we are going to look at the exhibition on board. We know usually we should have our public class, or we should start from here so that we will not, public class. Let's say our class should be arith up, right? Should be arith up. Then we have another one, public static void. And you remember this name now is the name that you are going to save your file with it. Otherwise, it will not be able to run. Public static void main. Then you have a string args. You have your curly braces. Then here we are going to have 2 or 3 variables that we are going to define here on this board to see how they work. So we are going to declare and then initialize. You remember our earlier class. So all our variables, we are going to declare them then and initialize using int data type, integer data type. So we are going to have int x is equals to 3. We have another one, int y is equals to 4. We have int z is equals to 5. Are you together? Let's say we have this as 2. So each of it, you end it with semicolon. Please, this semicolon is very important while we are making scripts, if anything related to program. If you did not end this, so you are missing marks. So you should be very careful with all these semicolon and the rest. So this is it. So what we are going to do, we want to use output functions in order to see how our this, please. Let's say we have, this is not part of the program, please. This is not part of the program. We are having plus, we are having minus, we are having division, we are having multiplication, and we are having modular. Remember, this is not part of this program, but just for us to know that we are dealing with 5 basic signs here in our arithmetics operation. So here we want to use system dot out as the what, as the output function. System dot out dot print, next line. So here we can say we are having a string inside. The sum of two numbers, right, of two numbers, let's say two numbers of x, two numbers of x, just say two numbers, please. The sum of two numbers, I just wanted a form of clarity, but the size of the board will not contain what I want to write. The sum of two numbers is equals to, we use positive sign in order to concatenate whatever we are adding on this variable to be stored in this statement. So we have what and what? We said x and y. So x plus y. So we are done. Sorry, this closes this. So we need to also close the other one before ending our statement. So you see, we have how many brackets here? 1, 2 open, 1, 2 close. This is what you'll be using in order to know that yes, you have correctly closed your program. This and this and this. So this is very, very important, please. While we are doing the class, please, you should get an exercise book, jot it down so that you can be able to rewrite them later in the class. Don't skip this video because we are going to do a practical session on this. So with this, you are done with the first one. So you have the second one, system.out.print, next line. So you have the product of two numbers. Let's just have it like this, equals to, we have what again? X multiplied by, that is asterisk, y. So we are done, right? So again, system.out.print, we have the subtraction, is it? The subtraction of a variable is equals to, so we have, let's say we have 5, let's use z this time around, z minus x, right? And we are done. So we have the next one is going to be system.out.print, next line, the division of a variable, of a variables is equals to, let's say we are having x, 5 and this, but we did not specify any of our value or any of our variable to contain double. So in this case, you might encounter a logical error. So we are not ready for that. So we can just use y and x, y, then x. We have it. We are done. So again, the last one we have 4 already. So the last one is system.out.print, next line, we said the modular of a variables is equals to, we have our plus sign, we said we use z and then z and x so that we can be able to return an outcome or output of 1. So this is how you'll be able to do this. What left next is your curly braces. These curly braces should be here. That means you have closed this. So this, you see, the secret of these curly braces, whenever you are dealing with them, look at the indentation. Wherever the indented is where you are going to be able to close this. So this is indented here, so that is why I'm closing it here. So we assume they are all in the same line. So also this is here, so I'm using it here to close also here. So this is how you achieve your arithmetic operations. Don't skip, as we are going to show you how you can do the practical session on this. um, as it was shown on the board, you can see. So this is the previous session we had on simple interest. So we are going to create a class now. Comment here, class. So we are going to write a class name. You remember everything will be on the same package, though in the previous lessons this very window is not available, but we make it possible this time around. And our name, the name of our file now, that is the class name, should be arith, and then we have OOP, right? This is what we have on the board there. So we want this public static void main to appear. Now we set finish. So, and this will generate our package class name and then public static void main. So, and we are coming here to do the declaration and initialization. We set x, int x is equals to what? Is equals to 2, and we went further and set int y is equals to 3. Then we set integer z is equals to 5. So we have an error here, we fix it, and then we move. So we are done with this. We said what left now is for us to have our system.out.print. So we say system.out.print next line. So here, if we just set x, let's assume we want to print everything before diving into using our arithmetic operators. Set y, then the last one we set z. So if we run this from this run arith, so we are going to be having a display of each and every content of this, as you can see, 2, 3, 5. So these are the values. Or you may decide to come here and say it, you have it as in form of a string. The value of a variable x, right, is right, why is it the value of x is, so this is the variable of x, but this x need to be housed within a bracket too. So what is the problem? We are having a problem of a double bracket. So we can copy this, see how we can align it with this. So this will be y, this will be z, and of course we are going to change the variable as they will appear here. So if we run this, you see now that is, this is the outcome. The value of a variable x is 2, variable y is 3, variable z is 5. So now what we are going to do now, we are going to start the arithmetic operations proper. We might decide to have a comment, implement the arithmetic operation. Arithmetics, is it arithmetics operators? So we are going to implement them proper here. So now we are going to have our system.out.print normal. We set the sum. Let's just have it like this. The sum of x and y is equals to, so we now concatenate and have our x plus y and end the statement, and then end the statement. So with this, now if we run this statement, we can find that we are having the sum of these, you see, is equals to 5. So also we are going to have it a go, and then we have the product of x and y is going to be, we change this and let it asterisk, and we run it again, and this is the outcome, is 6, right? So coming back again, we have, is it the division or what are we having there? The subtraction, right? Is it the subtraction of two numbers? The subtraction of, is it x from y? We said x from y, or y from x, sorry. Y from x. So here is going to be y minus x, because y is the larger number. So again, we run it, and we have a 1. We return the value of 1, right? So also, we look at the division of two variables. Division of two variables, right? Two variables, and we have, let's say we have, we said we are going to have, sorry, if this time around this, let's say we said this is 4, right? Because we don't want any issue, though it will return the correct answer, but we are avoiding a scenario whereby to avoid this. So if we want to have such a program, we should be able to declare our variables as double, please. So we have division of two numbers. So we have x or y divided, you have it divided by x. So also you run this program and you still have a return of a 2 or 1, yes, no, of x, not 4, please, not x, not 4. So we're supposed to have 2. Good. So the next one is, that is the last one, the modular of two numbers, of two variable. So we have what now is going to be z by 2 by x, that is z by x. That is, to have your percentage sign, you can press your shift and then you add it with 5. Shift 5 is going to give you a percentage symbol. So we have it like this, and then here we go again, and finally this is what we are having. You see it returns 1, because we know 5 by 2 is going to be 2, and we are going to left with 1, and we said our modular returned return a remainder. So here, let's say if we want, for instance, again, we are going to have, okay, let's say for this purpose we are done. So if you have any gray area you want us to at least throw more light on it, please you can drop your question on a comment section or on our group platform. We are ready to attend to you on this. The next video we are going to discuss is on logical operators. Be on this channel. Don't forget to hit the notification button, share, like, and then subscribe to our channel so that whenever we drop a video you can be able to get it at a glance. Thank you for being with us. Remain blessed.